All right, I got to watch one Tales from the Crypt episode today. I've been doing so much crap, watching different movies and whatnot. It's hard to get these in. I would have got two done, but technical issues. So, oh man, I loved this episode. What an awesome episode this is. We get Bill Paxton and Brad Dourif. Bill Paxton, man, how much I love Bill Paxton. You want to see a completely awesome, no one ever talks about horror film starring Bill Paxton? The Vagrant. Scream Factory has released it in a 4-pack, and it's released it by itself on Blu-ray as well. I love that movie. It's excellent. You should check it out. But anyway, I was all about this episode from minute one. Bill Paxton alone sells the film. Brad Dourif being in addition to this, forget it. It's already awesome. And it's just so well done in addition to that. So it wasn't just relying on Bill Paxton and Brad Dourif being cool and awesome or whatever, because you kind of knew that was going to be the case. The story around it and the way that it all played out and some of the gore effects and all that kind of stuff was just awesome. So this is one of my favorite episodes. I would definitely easily put this in the top 5 Tales from the Crypt episodes so far. Bill Paxton in this eats butter by the by the freaking little stick. What? There's no way, man. He'd die. The ice cream man. I actually, on my notes here, I have the ice cream man shows kids his little Willie. Yeah, he has a puppet, and he named him Little Willie. And he's this creepy dude who pulls up in a fucking ice cream truck and talks to children by themselves. And he names his puppet Little Willie. I don't think that's a proper name for, something you're showing to kids right under the window. Jesus Christ, man. Brad plays kind of a simpleton in this. He's not exactly mentally handicapped, but he ain't far off. And Bill is so aggressive and then very apologetic. Like, you can tell his character was hardened in prison, but that he still kind of has that loving side to him because he loves his brother. So he's really hard on his brother, and then he comes in, he's like, I'm sorry. And he does that with a couple people. So I think his temper is just out of control. And I have that issue myself where I kind of see red when I get angry at times. And then I back down and I'm like, oh, fuck, what did I do? Fuck. His character in this reminded me of Billy Brown, Vincent Gallo's character in Buffalo 66. If you haven't seen Buffalo 66 with Vincent Gallo, Christina Ricci, Ben Gazzara, Angelica Houston, freaking Mickey Rourke, there's a few other people in it as well. Do yourself a fucking favor. Roseanne Arquette, Jan Michael Vincent. I adore Buffalo 66, and one of the cutest that Christina Ricci ever looked, and that's saying something. Yeah. So anybody else remind if now maybe I'm pointing this out, you're like, oh yeah, I kind of remember. Freaking Billy Brown, man, love that movie. And so they're doing this plan to rob the till from or not the till, but the safe from this ice cream vendor that Brad Dourif works out. And he tells him the plan. He's like, I got it, Billy. I'm going to remember it. I promise. And they go in, and of course he fucks it up because he's just so super angry. And I think that's what he thinks his brother ultimately wants from him, is he wants him to maim and hurt. He's like, I'm gonna hurt her. And he's like, yeah, give her a titty twister. And he just doesn't seem to realize that Brad's way more into this, and he wants vengeance. So he goes in there, he stabs the chick a ton. And then she's trying to crawl out. And the ice cream vendor's just honking his horn. What the fuck? Where are you guys? What's going on? And she's like, you can almost see her body. And he takes one of these hooks and he grabs it and he just hits her in the head with it and drags her across. That was awesome. And then he comes in. They find out the safe is been closed because he screwed up. He didn't kill her, so she shut the safe when she was dying. And So they decide, like, fuck it, like, we're gonna go to the ice cream man's house. It's time to get revenge, because the ice cream man, I guess, Bill Paxton worked for him when he was younger, 10 years ago, and he was skimming the till. He was taking money from him. So he turned him in and got him put in prison. San Quentin. He says something in the earlier where he says that Jesse James is a pussy. Did Jesse James do 2 years in San Quentin like I did? But then another one says that he did 10 years. So I don't know. Maybe I heard it wrong. Maybe he transferred prisons. Maybe, I don't know. I thought it was 10 and then he says 2. But maybe I heard that wrong. Maybe he said 10 there too. But I thought I heard 2. So did he get transferred? I don't know. That wasn't really matching up there. I'd like to go back and rewatch that scene and see if I heard it right. And so they come in to confront this scene. I was watching this. I was at Chipotle and I was sitting down and I was watching this in there, and they come in like to strong arm him and threaten his life if he doesn't give them the money. And Brad's like, I got it. And he fucking walks forward and he just pulls the shotgun up and he like loads it and he blows the ice cream man's head off. Like it rips his fucking whole head off, like Maniac, 1980 Maniac. And Tom Savini killed in the car with his head explosion or whatever. It was badass. That was a kick-ass head blowing up scene. You know, there's a lot of great ones out there. Scanners and, you know, as I said, Maniac, and list goes on and on. But this was a damn good one. The one in Dawn of the Dead, that one's awesome. Which is Savini as well. Savini is the guy you want to call up if you need a head explosion. That sounds perverted too, but I'm sure you could call him for that as well. And then we get another awesome, explosion of a body part here where Bill Paxton's leg gets blown off, and then it comes to reveal that the ice cream man was actually a Siamese twin and they were connected at the ass. And there's this scene where like the guy walks out and he's like, I don't understand, I killed you, man, no way, I fucking killed you. And the guy like turns around, and the way his brother's body like flies around when he turns looks so freaking awesome. There's another scene that I laughed out loud at, because it's just the way the body moves and the head's all completely ripped off and there's only like a piece of it here on the like left or right side. I don't know, that effect really got me. I don't know, he comes up and he knocks Bill Paxton out. But then it flashes forward and he's in his ice cream truck and the kid comes up and he's like, your ice cream tastes like shit. And the guy's like, yeah, blow me. Because he's like the mean one. He's not the nice brother. Like the other one's the face, and then the mean brother is doing the little Willie. At least that's how I took it. Or maybe he's pissed off because his brother's dead. I don't know. That's kind of how I took it though. But he's like, blow me, and the kid comes up and like stills him and he's like, yeah, you smell like shit too, or something like that. And then we see that, you know, his brother's still attached to him and he's rotting and there's bugs flying all around him. And I love this little, you know, moment where on the back of the ice cream truck it says, you know, half off ice cream, which was a cute little nod to the fact that he's half of who he used to be. But I don't know, I'm guessing Bill Paxton died, right? I mean, it had to have. So it's just weird that he knocked him out. Why didn't he shoot him? Why didn't we see his demise? When they went to that next scene, I thought maybe he was going to have had Bill Paxton like sewn to him, and he's like, yeah, you want to be part of my crew again? You want to, you know, something like that. But like, Bill Paxton's just gone. Like, why didn't he kill him? Why didn't we get to see his death on screen? It was weird that he just knocked him out. So that was the only part of the thing that confused me. But outside of that, Dorif and Bill Paxton deliver as fucking usual. I never talk about episodes this long, so all right, that was an awesome episode. Season 5 is kicking ass. There's only been one episode that I did not like at all, and then all the rest so far, 4 out of the 5, I've really enjoyed the hell out of. So season 5 is kicking ass so far. All right.